Hello there YouTube. Second video in a row. I'll be pretty brief, I think. This one is a video response to Mr. Stephen Waters and his 200 subscribers giveaway. Housekeeping. Once again, my Degner Pipes Devil Ants with Fire Dance Flake. I seem to be gravitating towards flakes more and more as I go on smoking. If you haven't checked Stephen Waters and his channel, please do that. Get from underneath the rock you've been sitting under, this whole time. It's a great channel. It's a great, pipe chatter, for the lack of a better word. And that's funny. If I think, British people on YouTube, if I think young ones, I think about a girl named Ellie, who has nothing to do with pipe smoking. But she was very instrumental in me starting my channel. If I think about someone older, I think about Pip from Pip's Pipery Practices, who is, a character. And his channel is, a sight to behold in a number of ways. By the way, I learned about Fire Dance Flake from him. And if I think about people even older, I think about two Stevens, basically, Beard and Stephen Waters. So, onto the giveaway itself. First of all, I've told this already, but just in case, Stephen, I won't be able to accept any tobacco via post, so if I may ask so, please include me in the drawing, but don't send me anything. If you randomly pick me, I'll just know that I was a winner of the giveaway. I rarely win anything, lotteries and such, so that'll be very, very pleasing. So if you pick me, just immediately pick another one and send the tobacco to him. That's too, complicated. Just don't include me in the drawing. I won't mind. Anyways, the question Stephen asked was a pretty simple one. He wants us, the participants, to speak about the most emotional moment in our lives we can think of. And he said that, it doesn't have to be too deep, but immediately one of the first responses I saw was a response from Dwarven Piper, who described his time in the army and saying goodbye to, his fallen brothers in arms, and, so that got pretty deep pretty quickly. And my response will be probably a little cliche, because I'm sure someone will speak about this, about the kids, because, that's a pretty usually memorable moment in any, father's life, seeing his child for the first time, or seeing it being born. I didn't see my girl being born. I think I would have passed out if I saw the process, because it was pretty rough. But and I cannot say that seeing her for the first time was the most emotional part of this. But learning that I will become a father, that sure was emotional. I spoke about this in the past. We didn't expect a child, and we had a boy at the time. The one that I inherited from the previous marriage, we had already had trouble with his father, so going to court was imminent, and learning at that very time that we'll be having a second child while living in a small, almost unfurnished apartment on the other end of the city that I didn't like. I was scared shitless. And those couple days deciding whether we could actually keep the second child, sustain the second child. Going to the doctor and learning that will probably be the only chance to have a child together, because my wife's health was damaged while giving birth to her, to the firstborn, so abortion was almost not an option. Besides being a horrible thing in itself, there was a possibility that she won't be able to have children anymore. So I'd say this, couple of days of going to work, getting home, being with the family, and all this time thinking about I will become a father. I must do that, although I'm not ready, not in the slightest bit. That was probably one of the most emotional periods of my life, for sure. And from that moment on, when the decision was made, it was it went downhill from there, and I don't even remember much. From that moment up to the moment I saw the girl for the first time. And it usually, I don't know how it's done abroad, but in Russia is same as you may remember my video about marriage, registering the marriage. Meeting your wife at the hospital with a child, it's similarly, very, very rushed usually, because they're tons of vultures that want to profit from you, photographers and all this crap, so you are just waving them away while waiting for the nurse to bring you this bundle of joy. I don't even remember receiving the child. I remember just holding her in my arms, and I looked at this 2 2-inch, square face with eyes closed. And I said hello, and she gave me this. And I knew that, okay, we're on. So now when I'm, just this morning, kids were watching cartoons on YouTube through the television. And this, 2, almost 3-year-old girl is screaming to me, to the kitchen, "It says loading again! Don't just sit there, do something!" I know that in the end we made the right choice, and it's good, clean fun. Like I said in some sitcom or something, I don't remember, we love each other to pieces. Little broken bloody pieces. Anyway, Stephen and whoever is watching up to this point, that's my response. That's my most emotional time of my life. I thank you very much for seeing this, if you still are watching. I thank you, Stephen, for holding the giveaway. That's great. And I urge everyone who hasn't subscribed to his channel to do just that. And I'll finish this gurgling pipe and run back to work, because there's, work. There's never a lack of work. In the big city. Maybe I'll post another video this week. I doubt that. I'll try to upload both videos I just filmed directly from my phone. So I'll be seeing you people in a short while. Goodbye.